Commenting on the ODIHR report on monitoring of presidential election, Chairman of the National Council Jamil Hasanli said, "Report of the OSCE is enough to recognize the illegitimacy of the presidential election. However, the report does not reflect all the details of the election fraud, which was deeper and more multifaceted and complex than that recorded by the ODIHR observers. Falsification was total and systemic. For European institutions or local observers, it is difficult to imagine the whole picture. However, even the recorded violations and fraud is enough to recognize the election illegitimate," said Hasanli. The head of the Department for Social and Political Issues of the Presidential Administration, Ali Hasanov, expressed his attitude about the arrest of the head of the Election Monitoring and Democracy Training Center, Anar Mammadli. He told reporters that the evaluations and statements of international organizations concerning the arrest of Anar Mammadli are not unimportant for the Azerbaijani society. "We analyzed these statements and evaluations. However, the Azerbaijani society has its own methods of management, legal basis and principles. The relevant authorities of Azerbaijan, before taking any action, primarily take into account the interests of the state and the requirements of the law," said Ali Hasanov. Association for the Defense of Human Rights, which is headquartered in Brussels, also released a statement on Anar Mammadli's arrest. The arrest of Anar Mammadli, head of the Election Monitoring and Democracy Studies Center, by the Azerbaijani authorities on the charges of abuse of competencies and tax evasion is not true. The presidential election of October 9, 2013 was held under restrictions of the right to free expression, free assembly, and very serious problems were observed in most of the polling stations on the election day. The election campaign was marked by constraining of the activities of political opposition, silencing of the government critics, the arrest of youth activists, and strengthening the control over non-governmental organizations. We believe that the arrest of Anar Mammadli is an assessment for the election fraud discovered by his organization. There is no doubt that the government has prosecuted him for his position. We believe that this arrest is a serious blow not only against Anar Mammadli but also against the civil society, to everyone who support and defend the integration of the country toward Europe. Amnesty International released a report titled "Azerbaijan, Freedom of Expression Restricted Further, NGO Leader Persecuted," which deals with restrictive amendments to the law on NGOs, as well as the arrest of EMDS leader Anar Mammadli. This week, the Azerbaijani government has taken worrying steps to further restrict freedom of expression and association, with the arrest of a prominent civil society activist and the unexpected adoption of new amendments to the legislation regulating the activities and registration of NGOs by the Parliament on the 16th and 17th of December 2013, respectively, reads the report. On December 26, EMDS leader Anar Mammadli appealed to the public and thanked everyone who defended and supported him. He reiterated that the charges brought against him are unfounded and unlawful. "We sought free, fair and transparent elections using our right to freedom of association, expression and the right to free elections. Apparently, after the October 9 presidential election, the authorities have completely lost the ability to behave tolerantly towards the civil society organizations. The fact that our documents and attitude on the conduct of election drew reaction not from the Central Election Commission but the Prosecutor General's office proves that there is no independent and professional election administration in the country.